Hello, welcome back again with me, Agung Arsana. Okay, thank you. In this good opportunity, I would like to deliver the analysis of classroom observation in English for guide, tour, and travel class. So this is a kind of subject, of course, in one of the institution in the university, and the subject name English for guide, tour, and travel class in the matriculation of methods and technology with me and Agung Putuarsana. So, well, in this observation or English for guide tour and travel, the method that used by the lecturer is field trip method. So, as we know, in field trip method, the students as the participant of this course do the field trip, a kind of activity named field trip, go to the one of the tourism object which is located in the nearest place from the campus. And the definition of this is field trip is an educational procedure by which the learners obtain first-hand information by observing places, object, phenomena, and processes in their natural setting. So in this case, before the student and the lecturer go to the one spot, a tourism object, they have to know. The different sum of different the tourism object. For example, a natural tourism object, a cultural tourism object. Uh, they come together to the place and then uh, uh, take some information about that with the staff in the tourism object, and then try to learn something that is related to tourism object, and then try to explain in the next. Okay, then after field trip method, so what kind of technique do the student use? Okay, as we see on this kind of field trip, yeah, you can see in the photograph here, the first place visited is natural, named the object of ecotourism, named Tukat Bindu. So here the students try to get the information before, and then they will be divided into some group, and one person to be a tour guide, and the other student will be a participant or a tourist. And then after finish, and then one student in the next phases will be a tour guide, and the other student will be a tourist. Uh, for example, the tourist here asks the tour guide about the tourism object, something that are related to the tourism object. Everything they ask, and then the tour guide should answer. So it means that the tour guide has got the new information before they go to the tourism object. And the second one here is in Museum Bali, yeah. The same class after in Tukat Bindu Ecotourism, and then they go to Museum Bali. In Museum Bali, they learn many things about the cultural. So the tourist or the student here asks for the information to the tour guide, uh, get many information, and then this technique is applied, question and answer. The tourist is question, the tourist question, and the tour guide answer what the question delivered by the tourist. For example, student A, B, C, D. Student A becomes a tour guide, and B, C, D becomes a tourist. And after 5 until 8 minutes, and then student B become a tour guide. And then after that, 5 until 8 minutes, student C become a tour guide, and so on and so on. So that is how do we use the how we use this technique, question and answer, in visiting a Museum Bali tourism object. Okay, next after method, we have to discuss about the strategy. The strategy that we use here is a kind of cooperating learning strategy. Why? Why do we use this strategy? Because here, before they go to the spot or tourism object, they should find more information about the tourism that should be visited. For example, before they go to Museum Bali, they have to know some information about Museum Bali. Yeah, students should find and transform the complex information and understand the concept of guiding. Of course, besides the information of the sport, the students should know the concept of guiding, how to be a tour guide, what are the characteristics of tour guide, and then what are the code ethic or ethic code of the tour guide. Here, teacher and or lecturer just as a facilitator. Why? Because the teacher or the lecturer guide them how to be a tour guide, and then guide them how to make a question, a good question and a good answer, for example, in the tourism object. Of course, it is a kind of learner center because the uh, most activities here is rolled by the student or the learners because they practice and they find the information. And then the next one is the material and language skill. Of course, the material and language skill here is they learn speaking for communication. In this case, how to be a tour guide. Yeah, how to be a tour guide. In this case as well, they learn about English for specific purposes. So this is very good activity. Field trip activity is very good because they learn something new directly in the spot, in the location, in the field. For example, here the class of I observed, they practice this subject, they learn this subject in Tukat Bindu Ecotourism, which is located in Denpasar, and as well in Museum Bali, which is located in Denpasar. So I hope this uh, method, strategy, and technique can be useful and can be applied in other part of subject. Thank you.